Hey everybody, welcome back to my layout. It's mid-January 2014 and time for another layout update. So I ended up getting quite a bit of stuff over the Christmas break, and one thing I kind of focused on was intermodal equipment. I had a partial intermodal train and I was just really interested in getting a full-length train, so I ended up getting another 3 of the 3-car well sets. They're all 53 foot, and a whole whack load of containers. So a whole bunch of different containers. I even found 3 sets of the old Kato ones with the magnet in them, so I was pretty pumped about that because I'd been looking for those for a long time. They're quite hard to find now. They're those white ones there on the top. And then a bunch of the Atlas 3-packs were on sale at PWRS, so I got a bunch of those. So those are the Kato one on the top there, Atlas, Uniglory, Evergreen. Those are the Atlas 40-foot cans. Those are the Kato EMP ones with the magnet. And then these ones are new. They're made by Con-cor, and they're pretty cool actually. There's CN in the new We Deliver paint, and also Bison Transport. So I got a few sets of those. They're not as detailed, and they don't have magnets in them or anything. Like, they're just a single molded piece, but still pretty cool. It was nice to find those CN We Deliver ones. I've been looking for those for a while. And those EMP ones, the 53 footers are Atlas, and the 40-foot Evergreens are Atlas as well. So a whole bunch of containers and well cars to make a full-length intermodal train for my layout anyway. 16 cars is fairly big train on my layout. So there's a few more of those Atlas cans. I just have them sitting in the gravel yard there. So if you follow my videos or saw in the last video, I finally finished those Kaslo CN SD60Fs. So I've been having fun just running them in down here on the layout. At first they were kind of rough when I first started running them. You know, their first lap around the track's kind of rough after you've milled the frame with an angle grinder. It kind of is hard on all the little working parts. So I had to take the trucks apart and get metal filings out of it, re-oil everything, set the brushes, and now they're running pretty good. And I've just been putting lots of miles on them, running them around the layout, and probably we'll do a video maybe next, an HO video with just them running, pulling this grain train. So these are those well cars I found on eBay. This guy's selling a pretty big collection, so I got 2 of the old A-line. Well, I guess they're Intermountain. I don't know who actually makes them. They're A-line Intermountain, and these are nice cars. I like these ones. And against my better judgment, I knew people had told me that these Atlas 53 footers were really light, and they're the TTX paint. Lots of people warned me these are super light, don't buy them, and I went and bought one anyway, just because that's how I roll. I have to learn the hard way. And sure enough, put them on the layout, and I can't believe how light those cars are. So I put the heavy Kato containers in them, and it seems to be okay as long as you've got a heavy can in the bottom. But try to run those with nothing in them, just bare table, it won't work on my layout. Too light. So that sucks, but I always have to learn the hard way. Another thing I got, finally, I got a universal throttle pocket. No more setting my throttle on the ground. So another Boxing Day sale was George's Trains had a deal on this, and a friend of mine was going to order one, and he asked me if I wanted one too, so that was really cool. And we saved on some shipping and got one of these special run Rapido cabooses. This is the one with the graffiti on the other side and the boarded up windows. So a cool model. And you probably noticed the Trackmobile, if not in the last video, but I got a pair of those, and we'll go into a little bit more when we go upstairs here and have a look at what's on the desk. Before we get into my office, I put this together last night. I just got it in the mail. This is one of those PPW A-line Hobby Totes. It's the 5-shelf one. And I got one of those because there's a train show coming up in February, and I want to be able to take a couple trains worth of stuff with the rolling stock and locomotives. So I think this should do the trick. I saw lots of good reviews on this, and also a few videos on YouTube that were helpful, and everybody highly recommends this thing, so I picked one of those up. So I went ahead and brought this thing inside. Wife wasn't too impressed that we can't go in there anymore, but I needed a place to keep it and get it out of the garage for a while, just so it would dry out and I could finish taking the drywall mud off that I put on. But if you haven't seen in the older videos, this is my Fremo module that I'm working on, and I've just started doing some more on it. It's kind of sucked working out in the garage. It's so cold out, but I turn the heater on every once in a while and go work on this thing. And the last couple days I put the fascia on there and drywall mudded and sanded it. It's nice and smooth. So the next step is to lay the cork and track on it and then paint it, and it will be ready for wiring. So all that stuff I'm going to do in here where it's warm and the temperature won't affect the paint drying or anything. So I'm going to be working on that over the next couple months and trying to get it ready for the end of February. There's a show that'll probably take it to. So I put this order in back in March of 2012, and I just got these the other day in the mail. These are CN and CP Trackmobiles by BLI. I got the functional coupler only at the back end. So before we get into that, also from A-Line with that order, I ordered some of this chain that they make. It's 40 links per inch brass chain, 1 foot pieces. So I got a bunch of that because this is really good stuff. And I actually need it for the 60Fs. I didn't do the handbrake chains, so I'm going to use that. And the other thing I got a bunch of that chain. The other thing I got was these little etched sunshades from A-Line. They're really cool, really nice. Those are for the 60Fs too. They don't have. I didn't use the plastic ones from Kaslo because they were kind of rough, so I got these ones. I'll put those on. Sitting on the desk there is my next project that I'm going to be working on over the next couple months. Southern Alberta Rail, CP Rail Red Barn, made by Kaslo. So I'm going to slowly be working on this. And if anybody was following the SD60F video, they'll realize it took me like a year to build 2 of those, so I don't know how long this is going to take. I think I'll be a little bit faster at it now because I learned quite a bit from doing those 60Fs and what I shouldn't do next time. So I think this one will be a little bit easier, but I just started. All I've been doing is cutting the sprues off stuff. And off the top of my head, guys, that's all I can think of that's new up to mid-January. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy the rest of the modeling season, and we'll see you guys next time.